double overhead to start. Big rip into the pocket, going for everything she's got.
Mixing things up, great fight from the world number 2. This is to keep her world title hopes alive. Puts her ball on rail and takes a fall. Courtney has fallen short. Heartbreak for Courtney Conlogue.
You know, when I first lost that title, yeah, that one hurt. I gave it everything I had. You learn a lot from losing anything.
Courtney Conlogue's goal hasn't changed since that fateful day in 2015, even though she has.
I think that's why I am where I am now. I just utilize that as fuel for my fire, and I fall down, I get back up. You just keep going, you keep fighting. That's what I do.
Her love of surfing was inherited from her father. They lived 30 minutes from the beach in landlocked Santa Ana. So water time was something they never took for granted.
It's what we did on the weekends. It's what we did together as a family. Saturday, first thing in the morning, my dad would have me calling the forecast and seeing what the winds and the swell size was. And
sometimes they'd have to call the number back again because they were little. And they're like, well, Dad, we didn't remember that one. And he'd say, call it back. And they'd get the surf report, and then that would determine where the family was going to drive.
While most surfers consider Santa Ana the middle of nowhere, the bright side for the Conlogues is it's 30 minutes from everywhere. Breaks from LA to San Diego are all within striking distance.
Living inland, we appreciated anytime we had that opportunity to go to the beach. I'd spend at least 6 to 8 hours Saturday and Sunday at the beach and in the water. So I was still getting my time, it was just concentrated.
The family just, in all their different ways, became immersed in the coastal life and the beach and the ocean, everything about it.
The memories that we created were just so deep and unforgettable.
Courtney's steely determination was obvious from an early age. She started taking martial arts classes at 4, where her instructors infused her with an appreciation for hard work and discipline.
That's where I think it all started. The fundamentals of the discipline, the passion, the practice, just doing it over and over and over again and mastering it.
You're always trying to reach this state of perfection, which will never be attained. Then you always know that, wow, I could have done that better.
Her first surfing contest happened on a whim, after her father caught an ad for a girls' competition being hosted by former CT star Serena Brooke.
My husband showed us the little paper and he said, hey, this looks like it might be kind of fun. Maybe you and Courtney ought to check it out. And she ended up winning that day. It was just kind of funny. It was fluky. It was just pure.
And what's your goal?
To be a pro surfer.
Got it right here.
Her rise through the amateur ranks was swift, and she earned her first taste of the pro surfing dream at 14, surfing as an injury replacement in a CT event at perfect Honolulu Bay.
I just sat in the water the rest of the day and watched these women do what I wanted to do. Now I'm there and I'm living it.
Back at her inland high school, there was no surf team, so Courtney joined the track team to keep her blades sharp.
She did everything. Anything we needed her for, she was like the go-to person. She's just a true superwoman. That was her nickname, was Superwoman.
But in the summer of 2009, after she won the US Open of Surfing in her own backyard, surfing took center stage.
Winning the US Open in my backyard, for me, it was huge. The crowd was ridiculous. It was so thick on the pier. It inspired me.
The Open win had come on the heels of others, including the Supergirl Pro and an ISA gold medal. But in the public sphere, Courtney's gritty determination was beginning to overshadow her playful side.
Within a month, I had got all 3 of those, and it was crazy because after that, I actually lost 2 of my sponsors. They dropped me.
The industry as a whole really hasn't taken time to get to know Courtney.
Like, you always see this mentality that, like, Courtney is a beast and she's fit and, you know, all of those things, and that's a part of her, but that's not entirely all of her. She's one of the most down-to-earth people I've ever known.
The Courtney we see is the athlete, the one who's raised the game by pushing herself and those around her further than they ever thought possible. But that's a tiny slice of who she is.
She's a ball of energy everywhere she goes. Everything's funny to her, and it makes everyone laugh too around her. And so everywhere she goes, it's like you know when she's there because everyone around is laughing.
If someone she likes has interest in it, she'll go check it out. She's like, oh, what's all this about, you know?
If it takes more time than others for people to actually get to know who she truly is, then so be it.
And a lot of women are trying to find their independence and strength, and I think that in this time, with everything going on in the world, it's important for there to be more role models like Courtney for young women to look up to, and I think that's what her ultimate goal is to be that person for them.
Confident in who she is, where she's from, and where she's going, Courtney Conlogue knows exactly what she's gunning for next.
This past year, they were ready to crown someone in Portugal. They had the cup out and everything, but they had to wait. I'm just always in the fight.
I told her from day one, it's not going to be handed to you. You're going to have to earn it solidly, with no question mark.
Courtney Conlogue is the 2017 Rip Curl Women's Pro Champion.
I just love seeing where I could take myself to be the best me, and when I put that jersey on, that's me wanting a goal. I'm still loving what I'm doing. I'm smiling on the inside. That's just game face.
Courtney Conlogue, your 2017 out-and-known Fiji Women's Pro Champion.
Yeah, I want to win a world title. I know everyone knows that. I'm evolving myself and really meaning it and believing that. Now I'm just finding a way.